Welcome, dear listeners, to the very first episode of Space Food, the brand new podcast heading right to your eardrums by Harry Owen and his brother, me, George Owen. That's my name. In this podcast, we are looking at the live-action Scooby Doo films and other films around and associated with that film and associated with the cast. And I don't know what to tell you. It's awesome, okay? So sit back, relax, grab a bit of popcorn, grab your favorite beer, have a cold brew, light a cigarette, Let's light a cigarette. Why not? I'm not endorsing cigarettes, but hey, why not light one up? And in this episode, we're looking at the first live-action Scooby-Doo film from 2002. Going to be talking about who we liked, scenes we didn't like. We talk about Daphne and how we wish that she died in this movie. Sorry for Daphne, but that's kind of how the conversation went. And a bunch of other stuff. We talk about Maxine. We talk about like Tyler, the Creator or whatever. I don't know. There was a lot of random tangents, but it's great. Okay. So just have a great time. Sit back. Thank you for listening and enjoy the first episode of Space Food, starring me and my brother. Okay. Thank you very much and good night. And enjoy. Scooby Doo. All right, whatever. So, yeah, look at this book, by the way.
A sunny place for shady people. Are you a shady person?
Yes, Harry.
If I wandered into a dark alley and I saw you, would I go, damn, that's a shady person right there, and then run away?
Yes.
Okay. Now at least we've got that.
Have we watched Maxine yet?
No, but I saw the DVD's out on HMV.
Yeah, well, I started to watch Maxine, and there was a scene in Maxine that made me cringe so viciously that I stopped watching the movie. I'm going to tell you this scene.
It's on the same.
I'm going to tell you this
Okay.
soon. And this is staying in the podcast as well. We'll do the intro after this. So, there's a scene where she's in a dark alleyway, and this guy is stalking her on the alleyway. And then...
You the shady guy?
No, this is just a guy. I didn't finish the film, so I don't know, like, if he's important. Anyway, she tells the dude to strip, because she has a gun. She tells him to strip. She tells him to lay down on his belly.
And Maxine's doing all this.
Maxine tells the guy who was stalking her to strip down, lay down on his belly. And then the shot is of his balls. And she stomps down on his balls. They show the whole thing. They show both of his balls exploding. And it is...
That's disgusting.
Brilliant. It actually, I don't think I've ever had a more visceral experience watching a scene in a film. I actually, like, it was overwhelming and I stopped watching the movie. I don't know if I'll continue.
It's like when you see like squirrels getting their balls stuck in fences. And I'm like, oh,
what? I've never seen that.
It hurts.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, there's so many videos of squirrels getting their balls stuck.
I've never seen that.
Things.
Can you send me some of that?
Later.
Yeah, send me that later. I'll take a peek at that later.
I'll take a peek at those squirrel balls. Those squirrel balls are mine.
All right, Harry.
All of them.
I think
every squirrel.
You're going too far.
Talking about squirrel balls, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the first episode. Have we even figured out the name yet?
I thought we were just going with space food.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Let's just continue with the space food.
All right, cool. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, well, this is the first episode. It's very scuffed, but we're still finding our way. And hey, who knows? If we get a sponsor, then we can get super epic, cool equipment.
Oh, yes.
15 monitors up here, each having a different angle for my face.
Do you think
or you can just have...
Do you think I'll get sponsored by Lunchly?
Who's watching?
Hey.
Oh, they've turned it off. They've turned it off.
No, this is good, Harry.
Everybody hates Logan Paul.
People like Lunchly.
Do they? I thought it was moldy.
It is.
Love them all.
It is moldy.
It's because like Mr. Beast is a bad guy.
Yeah, he turned bad. Really, like what happened? He just all of a sudden turned bad.
Anyway, George and I have both watched the live-action Scooby Doo film. I can't remember when it came out. When was it, like 2009?
I don't know. Let me get it up. Let me get it up. But explain what this podcast, the mission of this podcast is.
All right. The mission of this podcast is we're going to watch the Scooby Doo films Scooby Doo live action. A bunch of actors in it. And
2002. The first one.
two.
The first
Even
one.
older than I thought. I have a point to make on that, but that can come later. Yeah, and we are going to grab the gang, the actors that made the gang in the film. You know, like Matthew Lillard,
We should probably know the others.
the dude, the Velma one. Isn't she in Spider-Man or something?
She is in Spider-Man.
I think that's her.
Freddie Prinze.
Yeah, and we're gonna take the actors, watch. I think it's either all of the films that the actors have been in,
Yeah,
or some of them,
all of
because
them.
some of them have been in. Watching all of them.
Well, I thought we can watch all of them until the day, if it arrives, where one of them reaches out to us in any capacity.
Yeah.
And if they reach
Yeah,
out, to us, then our mission is complete and we can die happy.
And we can Unis Arnis this.
Exactly, we can Unis Arnis this.
But yeah, that's the goal. We're gonna watch the films, probably talk about them, give our thoughts on it. Some of them are gonna be awful.
Yeah,
I can already tell. Because they're just.
Some of them are going to be like.
I'm only judging. I'm judging the book by its cover. All right, I'm doing that. I'm going there.
I know some of them are going to be terrible, straight to DVD, like films that no one has ever seen in their life. But these are the gang cast members whose filmographies we're going to go through: Matthew Lillard, Freddie Prinze, Sarah Michael Gellar, if that's how you pronounce it, Linda Cardellini. What?
That's Velma.
Velma, whoever's Velma. I don't know how to.
Linda something.
Linda someone. Who voices Scooby?
Is it Fred? Does Fred?
No.
I'm thinking of the TV show.
Oh, Scooby.
Animation.
Scooby. The voice of Scooby is Niall Fanning. So we're going through all their
parents must have hated him.
Yeah, because his name's Niall.
And also Old Man Jenkins.
And Old Man Jenkins, of course. But Harry, we could cut this out of the podcast. I didn't watch an Old Man Jenkins film. So we'll just.
I've literally just remembered.
We can just talk about Old Man Jenkins, but he's not even in the first one, so maybe we don't even mention him until.
Oh, we can talk about the ghost dude at the very start.
That's old.
It's called like Old Man Smithers.
Old Man Smithers. We'll talk about Old Man Smithers, and then we'll talk about
the dude who's in the film for like a minute.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about Old Man Jenkins, and when we do episode 2, that's when we'll start the Old Man Jenkins section.
Bonus round.
We're
gonna call it Jenkinson's. He's coming for another round.
We're gonna call it Old Man Jenkins. He's back at it again, and he's probably dead. Rest in peace. That's probably That's probably insensitive.
It's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's our mission. And honestly, if I can just say, I feel like this is like my whole life has led to kind of this moment. Because
just give it a think though, because our whole life, Scooby Doo has been
a consistent.
Some would say, like the focal point of our life. They've always been, in the center,
absolute center of everything. Like you have a Krispy Kreme donut and there's no center. Well, think about it, where Scooby Doo is the center.
Also, I'm pretty sure Krispy Kreme donuts have a center.
No donut has a center, Harry. That's what a donut is.
Jam donut.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, how could I forget? How could I literally forget?
I did make some notes while watching the film.
Oh, good, because I didn't.
I made 2 notes.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make me feel so bad then.
I did stop, and one of the notes got answered at the end of the film.
Before you go,
Before
you go through your notes, I want to quickly touch on our religion, that is Scooby Doo. So, to take you back, me and Harry used to live under the same roof when we were but wee children. And we didn't really have much of a life because we just kind of watched the Scooby Doo films. Till Harry, if you keep doing that,
Where are you? Okay, continue.
we just watched them, and to the point where it's probably maybe a bit concerning, but no one said anything, so we just continued. And we would go to the video store, which was Blockbuster, in
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster when it was open. Oh, those were the days. Rest in peace.
Those were the days. Did you know that I was terrified of the 18+ section?
Everybody was. So was I.
I would like walk down the aisle like this.
I wouldn't even go in the aisle. What were you doing there?
trying to find father.
Oh, I just remember there being loads of.
Sometimes being the 18+.
Yeah, because well, yeah.
The Resident Evil films.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never seen.
I just remember going down there and just being scared because it was just like the covers were horrific. Well, but
Just naked girls everywhere.
just naked bods. I don't think they were.
Like, continue with your Scooby Doo.
So we would go to the Blockbuster and we would just go through every single Scooby Doo film that was there. The good ones, the bad ones, the ones that like probably shouldn't have even been made. Like he collaborated with WWE at one point. I don't really
That's a
understand.
good film.
I didn't watch it,
I enjoyed that one.
but we went through them. But the lynch
And don't
point.
forget about the live action Ben 10 film that I always wanted to see.
We were also obsessed with Ben 10. We were very cool kids, basically.
We had the watches.
Oh,
we were
watches.
literally. We were them.
We were cool. I remember seeing a kid in the park one time, and he had a Ben 10 watch, and we were instantly friends. Yeah, so we would go through as many as we could, but the linchpin, the absolute center of the Krispy Kreme donut, was the live action 2001 Scooby Doo film starring Matthew Lillard and written by James Gunn. He didn't direct.
James Gunn? I forget about that. The fact that he wrote it.
He wrote it. Did he direct it?
I don't think he directed it.
Let me check. I'm just looking at Niall Fanning.
Yeah, there's also the second film.
And the second film. Yeah.
It's kind of tough to decide which one's better because they're both just insanely good.
They both are. Well, actually, I wanted to just get just a raw, because we haven't spoken since we watched them after years.
I only watched the first one.
I only watched the first one too. I watched it last night. Okay. What did you think? Like now?
Right off the bat, Scooby looks amazing. Like,
guys, that's what I thought.
Insane. It's insane how good Scooby looks.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell because there's some scenes where it's like Scooby and Shaggy that Matthew Lillard is just kind of looking off into nothing. You can kind of tell that Scooby isn't there.
Yeah.
And it's just like Scooby, and like Scooby will be there. No, but Scooby looks amazing. I was shocked.
Yeah, no, it does look amazing. But did you enjoy it?
Oh yeah. I thought it was so good.
Okay, good, because I also thought it was great. Like I had so much fun. It was
entertaining, and there's some jokes that I wouldn't have got as a kid that I got now. But yeah, what was your favorite scene, George?
Well, the whole film, I will say, is like it's an absolute fever dream.
Oh yeah.
Like I think I forgot how like batshit this film is, because
it also doesn't stop.
It never stops. That's why it feels like a trip.
Like you have the intro bit where the gang breaks up, and you have a little pastime like at the airport, and when Shaggy and Scooby are hitting the dudes, hitting the
doobie, yeah,
in the van. But they're actually just making food.
You know, they were hitting.
And then they get to the island, and it's just like bam, 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 bam.
Never ever stops.
Keeps going.
And it goes from one extreme to the next. We see Mr. Bean, he jumps in there. Then there's a monster. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, everyone is turned into little sperms floating around. What's going on?
I did not make that connection.
I completely forgot that they turn everyone's spirits into a little sperm and put them in a big cauldron. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. How could I forget about this?
It does seem like they used up all of the budget CGI on Scooby, though.
Yeah.
because the monsters and the little stern souls don't look amazing.
No, they don't.
They've definitely not aged very well. I'm sure at the time they looked amazing, but
No, well,
now
I do agree. Scooby looks pretty good for 2002. He looks great. But the monsters look like something from like the PlayStation.
I like plasticky. I like
Yeah,
if I touched it,
you couldn't.
like hollow in there.
Yeah, like they don't. It's almost like they're not real, Harry.
No, that's another thing that's crazy about this film. The monsters are just actual monsters. Like it's not like any other Scooby Doo film where it's like a dude in a mask.
Yeah.
It's just here's some demons.
Apart from
Again.
Old Man, what's his name?
Smithers.
Old Man Smithers at the beginning. Oh,
Yeah, but that's just kind of setting you the scene.
to be fair, like looking at it now, I think I would, if I was, I would want like more Old Man Smithers, because that bit was great.
Oh, just you wait till the second film.
Oh, Harry, what are you setting up, Harry?
I've got it all planned.
Yeah. But sorry, you asked me what my favorite scene was. That's a good question. I didn't even think about that.
Is it the scene where Scooby Doo gets a phone call and then the dude goes for Rupert Doo? What is he called? Called like
Yeah.
Marvin Doo.
Something like that. And then he answers and it's for him. And they never even explain who that voice is.
I don't explain who the voice is.
No.
That scene goes absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
What's your favorite scene?
To be fair, I quite enjoy the like end credit scene you get with Shaggy.
You can't say the end credit scene, Harry.
I'm not gonna say that, but I did enjoy that quite a bit. And then like, let's get 2 more.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh no, I know my favorite scene.
Hit me.
It's probably the scene where they're all in the airplane. Something about that I really really like that. I like that everyone thinks that Scooby is a granny.
Yeah, that's just they accept it. They're like, this is an ugly granny,
even though clearly it's a dog. And I like that Fred is reading his own book.
Is he? I didn't notice that.
In the plane, he's reading his book. It's so best. That's probably the best. That's probably the best. The best gag for me. Oh man!
Well, I think one of the best gags. I said this to you yesterday, but it's on the plane scene.
Yeah, the plane.
It's a pretty good scene. When Mary Jane comes and sits down, and she goes, "Oh, I'm Mary Jane," and then Shaggy responds with, "Like, that's my favorite name ever." Instead of answering with his own name, he was just like, that's my favorite name.
Yeah, it's great.
I love that. That's good.
He's the best. He's giving 110%, Matthew Lillard. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I watching it now as an adult man with hair on my chest and facial hair on my face. I really appreciated how much he gives, because I think he's tackling this film like he would tackle like Christopher Nolan film. You know, he's giving everything in his acting in his acting soul.
He ate and left no crumbs.
He ate and left 0 crumbs, which is great because he's Shaggy.
Oh, I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah, he's Shaggy.
But that makes sense.
But I do have a bit of a gripe though. No, it's not a gripe actually. To me, it kind of makes the film. It gives it more charm for me. Matthew Lillard is giving everything. Like I said, he's trying to win an Oscar as Shaggy Rogers. He's even doing the Shaggy walk. Did you notice that?
No.
He walks. He's doing the wavy arm type thing.
I did not know.
Yeah, he's doing it, Harry, the entire time through the whole film.
That's cool.
But Fred, I would say Fred and a little bit of Daphne, you can tell that they are questioning their existence making this movie.
Yeah, I think Fred is probably the weakest part of this film, I can't lie.
No, but that's the thing. I think that's one of the best parts of the film, is that you can clearly tell that in making this, he is questioning everything about his life choices.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It makes it so much more funny.
Daphne, actually, no, I think Daphne's the weakest part of this film. Daphne's annoying.
I hate Daphne.
I guess that's kind of the point. I think that's kind of the point, actually. But she is just annoying. She keeps going on about, like her whole arc in this film is how she's not the damsel in distress.
Yeah, come on. Weak arc for this children's movie. Get a life. Daphne, get a life, honestly.
I was expecting more of a Jon Snow kind of arc where he gets stabbed and comes back to the life.
I was expecting more of a Walter White arc where he... What does Walter White do? Completely blanked on what.
Dies?
Yeah, I wanted her to die. Honestly?
Yeah, the scene where she's wrestling that big sumo wrestler. I wanted him to just Batman Bane.
Yeah,
Grr.
bane her back and bane her neck, dude. Kill her.
Maxine those balls. Wait.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? It doesn't work. Wait. Maxine her... Oh, no, I can't say that.
Maxine.
Oh, no, wait, no, maybe not.
Sumo wrestler.
Oh, no. But yeah, I agree. Daphne sucks.
Oh, yeah, it's like that. I think you've convinced me on Fred. I think he's gone up in my lists of Freds.
Honestly, I want to look at, when we do like a follow-on episode, I want to start with Fred because I'm so curious about this man. Because even in the interviews of him talking about this film, you can tell he's like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Like, I went to acting school, blah, 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 and I'm playing Fred. I'm playing this absolute doofus. He's an idiot. Throughout the entire film, he's the most bumbling idiot.
He is an idiot.
He reads his own book on the plane. And then when they solve the mystery, he goes, well, I was reading my book or whatever he says. Oh, man, he actually sucks, but he's awesome.
Also, at the end of the film, when Fred and Daphne just kiss,
Oh,
out of absolutely nowhere.
Harry, come on. They must have history. They must have been slamming in the back of the mystery machine.
With Scrappy Doo?
With Scrappy Doo watching what?
No. Oh
no, but
I was not expecting that kiss, and I was like, "Oh, this is happening."
I know it was pretty tacked on, but again, Harry, they have a deep, rich history. They're lovers in disguise.
Are they lovers in the animation? I don't think they are.
They are lovers in Mr. Incorporated.
Yeah,
because then Daphne leaves Fred, and he becomes a hobo.
I remember that. Oh, that was such a good arc.
It's like, hey, look. What is it? I always say, look. Oh, well.
Oh, that's so good. I completely forgot about it.
But also in Mr. Incorporated, Shaggy and Velma are together, which, by the way, never do that. Okay?
Never do.
Shago?
Shaggo.
Shaggy is a solo man, and he has a heart for one person and one person only, and that is his dog, Scooby Doo.
That's so true.
And even though there's a Mary Jane in this movie, they don't get together. They don't kiss at the end.
Oh,
did you notice that?
Mary Jane. Every time Mary Jane was on the screen, except from when they're on the like dirt bikes, I was like, "Oh, get off the screen, please."
I agree. Oh, so this is the conclusion we've come to. We need to kill Daphne and we need to kill Mary Jane.
Velma's good.
Velma is great. Velma is actually incredible in this movie.
We just got really excited because I just remembered something. I think I was gonna write it down, but I never did. When they're all like catching up and they're telling each other what they've done, Fred's like, "Oh, I've written a book and everything." Velma comes out and goes, "I've been working at NASA.
I know,
making lasers and missiles."
No, she's such a know-it-all and such a smart ass and she's so like, if you were actually friends with her in real life, you would probably want her to, maybe you'd want the sumo wrestler to bane her back.
You'd want Maxine to.
No. Harry, this is unhinged.
So basically the conclusion that we've come to. No, that's the thing. I think if you were friends with all of these people, you wouldn't want to be friends with these people.
No.
Fred would be going on about his book. Daphne would be
Oh, and
Daphne's actually pretty normal.
Harry. Daphne would be the most insufferable person. That's why we want her to die first. She's so
Okay.
She's so annoying. Honestly, I could not stand her. The bit where she's talking to that voodoo guy who's doing something to that chicken. I don't know what that was about, but there's a guy doing something to a chicken, and she's like trying to like best him and trying to like psychoanalyze him. I'm like, shut up, Daphne. You don't know anything. You're actually really annoying, and you shouldn't even be in this gang. I'm gonna say it. Daphne should be cancelled.
Hey, no, Velma got cancelled first because of her terrible TV show.
That is true. Oh, Harry, absolute deep cut. You see, we know a lot about Scooby Doo.
We do. The voodoo dude, while we're on the topic of Daphne, what was his placement in this film?
Oh, who knows?
He's in like 2 scenes. And I suppose he's more like a lore dump. More like an expedition dump.
He doesn't dump anything.
Yeah, he tells Daphne to go to the castle, and that sets up the castle scene.
Yeah, but there's another way to.
And then they're just kind of like, oh yeah, Fred and Velma also decide to go to the castle as well.
Yeah, I know. Like
at the same time.
Yeah, but I think he was just a fun. I thought he was great. I actually loved him so much.
I liked him. I'm more just like, what was his purpose?
He has no purpose, Harry. But not everyone in life has a purpose, and you just got to deal with that sometimes. You got to just realize, okay, I have nothing to offer.
Well, I've actually been thinking about this quite a bit. It's been keeping me up late at night.
Oh
No. Yeah, I've been thinking of my purpose. And then I kind of realized what my purpose was. I was listening to the new Tyler, the Creator song. I was like, this is a bop. And then I was like, oh, damn. My purpose. I think I found it.
Oh.
And I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm ready.
You can
be honest, Harry, and you can also be vulnerable.
Yeah, okay. My purpose is to watch these Scooby Doo films and make a video now.
Like, oh, that's awesome, because I was doing the exact same thing. I was listening to the Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, we listened to the same song?
Probably listened to the same song. Wait, name the song on 3. 1, 2, 3. Scent Chroma. Oh, what?
That's not the song. What? Hang on. I think we were both listening to a made up song. That's even more insane.
Wait.
Oh no, it's called Scent Chroma.
Okay, wait. Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Scent Chroma.
Wow.
We're linked.
That's insane.
And I thought the same thing. I thought my goal is to watch the filmography of the gang, even though I hate Daphne, and Fred is probably a loser because he's a massive loser in this movie. It's my goal in life. Harry.
Yeah, but I had a bonus goal of life.
Oh, okay. Go on.
I had an extra beam of light. A massive beam of light came into my room.
Oh, like,
and as I was laying there, kind of. And as I was laying there, its voice started speaking in my ear. Started going, Old Man Jenk. I was like, that's so smart. We need to talk about Old Man Jenkins because I think he is the most crucial point in the film.
I agree. And even though he's not technically in this film, there is a character.
Still speak to me.
He's not in this film, but his essence and his presence and his aura is in this film.
I think that's why he's such a powerful character.
Yeah.
Because he transcends
the
first and second. He transcends and then comes to me late at night.
Late at night?
This man.
Oh, hold up. Late at
me?
Night? Okay. Let's...
Yeah. It was pretty late at night.
Yeah, I bet it was. Yeah, he's a bit like Paul Atreides, you know? Like, that's how I see this character. Now, you're probably listening to this and you're...
I am Duke of Arrakis.
I am
Muhammad Ali.
Ma-
Wait,
Oh no. Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no.
Do you think Muhammad Ali would win a fight against Maxine?
He has balls, so I'm not honestly. I think Maxine would win. I think she would. Yeah. Now I haven't.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I didn't finish Maxine again, but after the ball scene, I was like, yeah, she's probably the. Actually, I take it back. Maybe Maxine is Paul Atreides, but Old Man Jenkins is very close. He's a very close second. But I think what we're trying to say here is that there is an overarching presence in this film, and his name is Old Man Jenkins. And me and Harry are just a little, if I can speak on your behalf, Harry.
You can stick on my base, that's alright, yeah.
We're just a little bit fascinated by this man because he's old. And again, rest in peace. He's probably not alive anymore, but it's okay. We respect him and love him. We want to also dive into Old Man Jenkins' filmography. So, as we look at the gang's filmography, we're also going to sneak in a little Old Man Jenkins in there every now and then, like a little sprinkle of fairy dust.
I've also just had an idea. I think as we get more sponsors and we get better equipment,
Yeah.
and become really famous and everything, I'm gonna get an Old Man Jenkins flag, and he can go right there.
Oh, I was going to get an Old Man Jenkins body pillow.
You can get the body pillow, and I'll get the flag.
Yeah.
That's a big white space.
It is a big white space.
The flag will fit.
I think the flag will fit great.
If I sit like this during the whole podcast,
Yes.
he's just there.
And I can have... turn your frickin' phone off, Harry.
I didn't think you had that. Oh, this is so unprofessional. Oh.
I'm going to put the body pillow... Yeah, get rid of your phone.
It's gone.
Do you even care about these movies?
I do, trust me.
I think we should probably go back to the film.
Yeah. How do we even... Okay, we'll talk about Daphne. We'll talk about the gang.
Okay. All right. I have a question for you.
All right, hit me.
And this question is actually going to blow your freaking head off.
Not my balls.
Not your balls. No.
Well, come on. I'm intrigued.
Who is your favorite? Who is your favorite gang member?
I feel like our answers to this are gonna be very self-explanatory.
But I was gonna say you can't say Scooby and I can't say Shaggy.
That's what I was going for. That's what I was getting at. Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Okay. Because guys, little lore. This is some Johari lore. We used to make videos together, and I would be Scooby on all fours in a Scooby voice, and you would be Shaggy.
Would you be? I feel like you were standing up.
I'd be on all fours. I think I would stand up sometimes.
Oh yeah, well, this is very true, and we still have these videos. They are probably the most cursed videos out there. Like
we still have them.
We still have them. They are never seen the light of day because, well, one,
they see the light of day in my mind.
In my mind, all the time they see the light of day, Harry. But I sound like a chipmunk, and you sound like, honestly, I don't even know what voice you're putting on it. It's not Scooby. It's not Scooby. It kind of sounds like...
I was actually looking through my videos the other day, and I found one where you're like cooking, but you've got a box of Legos.
I remember this video. I wasn't Shaggy though, was I? Was I being Shaggy?
No, you're just George.
Okay,
you're just George. But I'm videoing, but I'm so shaky. I'm like,
you're nervous.
I'm like all over.
What are you nervous about? Did I make you nervous when you were a child?
No, apparently the Lego was too much for me.
It's too much. You were hungry. You were harnessing the...
Maybe I was Scooby.
You were harnessing... You probably were Scooby because Scooby is always hungry, and that's his character. That's his character flaw. That's his character development. Is he's always freaking hungry.
Did you just have a stroke?
No, I was just sorry. I just got in the.
You got into the mindset.
I got into the mindset of Scooby and Shaggy. Oh man!
But to be fair, when we were little kids, like we said at the start, it was our life. We had soft toys.
Yep.
where we played the games to absolute death.
Yep. All of them, even the ones.
When we picked up every single Scooby snack in the
Oh, I forgot about that.
broke every item. We broke every item in the world.
Yes. Oh my balls. You're so
no.
Oh, sorry. Yes. You know what, Harry? We need to look at those games again. I know it doesn't have anything to do with.
Hey, I've got a Wii.
I
was like, you could probably emulate it on the MacBook. To be honest, I think they're old enough.
I got a Wii too. Get it? Okay. Even though the games have nothing to do with the cast, and we're sort of just looking through the cast filmography, we can find a link. Old Man Jenkins' essence is in there somewhere.
I mean, I feel like there's a pretty big link already.
What?
And that's Scooby Doo.
Yes, Harry, but it has to have something to do with Old Man Jenkins or the cast.
No, there is an Old Man Jenkins in the Scooby Doo.
Is there?
There's always an old man.
There's always an old man. Oh, you're so right, Harry. This is why you are the number one Scooby Doo fan, and I'm the number one.
I am number one Scooby.
And I'm the number one Shaggy fan, and this is why we're actually considered some of the coolest people out there in the podcasting world.
I would actually agree. People come up to me on the street and they're like, "Harry, how do you do such a good job at making this Scooby Doo podcast?" And I go, "Well, it's all about your mentality, and you gotta love yourself before you love your podcast."
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, and then I leave.
Oh, then you leave. You leave it at that. Oh, I leave. You leave them wanting more.
I give them a, and then dip. Because I'm a busy man. I'm a busy man making Scooby Doo podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have time to write autographs.
Yeah.
My hand gets hurt. It gets hurt.
My hand gets hurt too.
Getting back to the film.
Yeah, we should.
What do you think
the film
about the plot twists that it's Scrappy Doo?
Well, I knew it was coming. Don't laugh at that, Harry. I knew you would laugh at that.
Scrappy Doo. Tell us about Scrappy Doo.
I knew it was approaching. Is that better for your absolutely filthy mind? I knew it was coming, so I was like, well, yeah. So honestly, I didn't think anything about it. But when he turned big, I will say this: I was done at that point with the film.
You were done?
I love the film, but it was late. And when he turned big, I was like, oh man, my brain is already fried by the sperm people. I can't do any more. I can't do any more things. And then he got huge and he started eating people. And I almost tapped out of this masterpiece, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't. And I'm a better man for not.
Well, every masterpiece has its cracks, but it's okay because they fill the crack with gold and it makes an even beautiful masterpiece.
That's very true, but I would go one step further and say they fill the cracks with platinum, which is
spam soul people.
Oh, Harry, no.
Wait, do you remember the scene where Shaggy is like rummaging around in the sperm gold people?
Yeah.
And he picks up some random dude and goes, "Sorry, I'm looking for my friends," and puts them back.
Yes. Shaggy's ruthless, and that's why I connect to him, because I'm a bit of a rebel. Shaggy's a bit of a rebel. He's hot. I'm hot. We have connections.
Were you both in the film Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah.
That's a TV show. I meant TV show.
Oh, absolutely, Harry. I don't know what this is.
Did you know in Star Wars Rebels? Have you seen the lightsabers in Star Wars Rebels?
Harry, does this have anything to do with
toothpicks?
You have to stop with the Star Wars Rebels thing. I'm sorry. My knowledge goes as far as the Scooby Doo universe. Once you get in,
you watch Mr. Sunday movies?
What?
Oh, this is true. You only know Scooby Doo.
I only know Scooby Doo, Harry. Come on, what is wrong with you? Oh, I have a visitor.
We have guests.
Oh wait. Oh my. Okay, I will be back in a second. All right. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to cut this. We're going to have to cut episode 1 short. But I think they've been recording for quite a while.
That's true. We can call this Ground Zero. We can call this Ground Scooby Snacks.
Oh, Harry, that's a great idea. Ground Scooby Snacks. Ground Scooby Snacks, aka Ground Zero of the podcast.
aka Ground Maxine Nuts.
AKA Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Okay, Harry, take us home, brother.
I will take you home. Thank you for watching this. Nobody's watching this. Nobody's getting this far. But if you did, that's great.
Yeah,
And
well,
expect more.
Harry, I'm getting this far because I'm going to rewatch this and I'm going to listen to it every single day of my freaking life.
That's true. It's going to be on. Find us on Instagram and Spotify.
But stay tuned for
You'll find us somewhere.
Stay tuned for episode 2 where we talk about Scooby Doo and what's it called?
It's just called Scooby Doo 2.
That's what it's called?
It's just called Scooby Doo 2.
Oh, Scooby Doo 2. All right. And when
Maybe it's Monsters Unleashed.
Monsters Unleashed. Oh, Harry, how could we get that wrong? Okay,
No, we're literally.
This Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed is going to be next episode, and we're going to be introduced to the one and only, the man himself, the creme de la creme, the middle of the chocolate of the Krispy Kreme donut,
The man you find in shady alleys.
Mr. Old Man Jenkins. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Harry. All right, take us home, Harry.
I already did.
I know.
That's it.
Okay. That was cool.
Do it again.
Yeah, that was
You can do another one.
That was pretty good.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
That was the most unhinged thing I think we've ever done.
Scooby Dooby Doo.